lost in a dream. Finally it seems emptiness and everlasting madness. See the sadness grow, watching as we know, long before I journey for the world. Come for us, the power in all of us. Somewhere beyond the blackened sky tonight. Glorious, forever glorious. We are victorious, and so alive.
Hi. Okay. So, are we good? We should be. We should be. Um, I know the one problem right now is that uh my frame rate is not great. Then again, at the same time, has it ever been? Has it ever been that great? Okay, hold on. 4500. Really? 4500? What the fuck? Hello? Okay. Um, yeah, how are we? Um, I have not been on YouTube in a long while, so, stuff and things. I really don't know how to talk anymore because, um, I mean, I haven't been on YouTube in a while, so how are we doing? I mean, we can't be great. I mean, you guys haven't seen me in fucking ages now. Um, I started my break. Um, I am, you know, I'm only really here because of the release of Seasons, and I kind of wanted to talk about that because that was a big release. Seasons from Dragon Force. If you guys haven't watched it yet, please do that because that song was a fucking labor. um, that song has been done since about October. That song has been done since before Dragon's Charge Volume 1 was finished, and it is actually part of Dragon's Charge Volume 2. So that's interesting to note. Um, I did announce on the community tab that Dragon's Charge Volume 2 is coming out September 15th. And I did want to talk about that day because that day is very special. I've touched on a lot of that kind of stuff in the community tab. So, like, I mean, a lot of people don't fucking read that thing, which is, that's very unfortunate. But, I thought I'd explain a few things while I'm here, like while I'm able to do that. I know the stream is very laggy, which is really fucky. Like, hold on just a second. Okay, so like I just checked and my audio is good, but my video is the thing that isn't. So we'll just have to deal with that for the stream. But I wanted to talk to you guys because um, September 15th is a huge, huge day for the Winter Society. Like, for my ecosystem, really, as a whole. I haven't mentioned some of the stuff that I want to do on that day. I actually haven't mentioned a lot of the things I want to do that day because I do want to do a fuck ton on September 15th. Like, it is insane the amount of shit that I have planned. Um, by the way, if you have like any questions in the chat, like towards me, I mean, go ahead and ask them. I'm not going to be streaming for too long, but I'll try to be like I'll try to make this as long as possible. um, because I do really want to, get talking to you guys again. I wanted to use the laptop here because I feel it's a lot more professional. The mic is a lot better, and there's a lot less that could get in the way with using the laptop, except for connection, which is clearly a problem that unfortunately we have to deal with. Um, but I did want to talk with you guys about the 15th because the 15th, as I said, is a very, very big day. And the first thing that we're really gonna be talking about with the 15th is the major thing, the thing that everybody's been waiting for, the GT cover album. Yes, the GT cover album, Goliath's Throne from Iris. That is coming out on the 15th. That will be releasing as okay. So I'm actually gonna break this down for you because I have a plan for releases on the 15th. As I said, it's a very big day. With let me actually look at this. I have this totaled up on Discord. I have. Let's look at this. Roughly 23 songs lined up for that day. That one day, 23. Um, and I've split them into sections. The 8 a.m. section, which is the modern covers, 12 p.m., which is like mid afternoon, which is the Iris covers, and 5 p.m., which is the Dragon Force covers. So, the very first thing that you guys are going to see when the day comes is the Time to Move On by Nate Wants to Battle music video. It's not the best edited music video ever in the world. It's something I did kind of throw together haphazardly. Uh, the video editor really wasn't having it with this music video. I couldn't get a lot of the edits that I wanted to do done, but the song itself is I love it. I love the result of this cover, and I love Nate Wants to Battle's music. I've said on the Winter Does Stuff channel in my album ranking of top 10 for 2020 or last year that Nate Wants to Battle Scrap Heap was my favorite album of the year, even topping things like In Stasis from Monuments or Pain Remains from Lord Shore, which I've said are absolutely fascinating albums, like top tier albums that are actually some of my favorites of all time. Like the past few years have had just astounding music, but Nate Wants to Battle Scrap Heap is an album I will forever cherish. And I want to make every single track that I cover from that album as good as possible. And I don't think Time to Move On is any exception to that rule that I've laid down for myself. Um, so I did do that. So that is coming out as one of the modern covers. The other things that you guys are going to see in the quote modern covers is the EP and single video of The Negative from Famous Last Words. I'm finally getting to a space where I think I can do Famous Last Words covers again. They're really fun. And The Negative, the EP and the single are no exception to that. The Famous Last Words songs are just so much fun. And I really, really like doing stuff from them because personally, I think they have nothing but great material lately. They did the collaboration with Stain the Canvas and Outline in Color, which was a fantastic collaboration. It's called Stolen Youth. Go watch it. And with also Bohemian Rhapsody, Jeremy's cover of that, the collaboration with Famous Last Words and Postscript, which is pretty much just Jeremy Tallis. I really, really enjoyed everything that Famous Last Words has had to offer in the past year or so. And I really can't wait to see Jeremy do more because he's been focused on Postscript for so long, but he did say he's thinking of getting back into Famous Last Words stuff, which is really exciting because they haven't put out a full length, I believe, since Arizona. Or was that even an EP? I think that was an EP. I'll have to check my facts on that one. But anyway, yeah, you guys are getting the negative, which is awesome. The next thing you're getting in that 8 a.m. time is a song called A Real Life by the band Greek Fire. I I actually have probably among the most common ways to get introduced to this song, which is from Sword Art Online Abridged. They used it as the opening, and Greek Fire, if I'm not mistaken, actually helped resource some of Something Witty Entertainment. So it's a really interesting fact to know. But SAOA and Greek Fire actually have chemistry together. And I heard A Real Life from them. And it is a fantastic song. That cover is already done, actually. I don't really know what you guys are going to think of it because it's certainly a different song from a lot of the stuff I've done. You know, it still has, rock and metal elements. Shit, I'm yawning a lot. Back to that shit. I used to yawn all the time during reactions and streams on this channel. Now I'm right back to it. And the last thing that you guys are going to get on that day are two new Lone Wolf music tracks. One of them is going to be from Vengar and the Defenders of the Damned, the recent release from Sammy, and one of them is going to be from World in My Eyes. I will be saving the rest of World in My Eyes for next year. Same thing with Vanguard and the Defenders of the Damned, because there is a lot more planned that I think is more time constrictive, and I want to use the most of the time that I will have at the end of the year, like the last quarter of the year, for those releases. I will be doing Vengar and World in My Eyes in the beginning of next year, along with the Psychotic Trilogy remasters, which are much, much needed remasters. So that's pretty much it for the stuff at the beginning of the day. So let's go into the 12 p.m. releases, which are the thing everyone has been waiting for, GT, Goliath's Throne, with the singles that have not been released being Cold Man, Surveillance, Bloody Ether, You're Better Off, Override and Conquer, Omen Child, and Goliath's Throne as the single. The album video will be going out as soon as the singles go out that day. So hopefully they do get good views. Iris covers normally do get pretty good views, though because of how long I've been gone, I'm not sure how good of views they'll get this time, but I'm pretty sure over time they'll grow to be some of the most viewed. I mean, that's inevitable, as again, they are Iris covers. I believe the video is about 59 minutes. I believe it's about like an hour. Let me just check here. Yeah, GT album, 59 minutes, 38 seconds. Yeah. So it's about an hour. And the thing that people aren't probably going to be aware of on September 15th is that I will be hosting a live performance, the second ever Winter Society concert. I will not be hosting that here, however. I will be hosting that over on the side channel, Winter Does Stuff, so that if the time of the live performance goes over 3 hours, because it starts at 2 and the next releases are at 5 p.m., the live performance won't get in the way of those. You guys are going to be, as it is, a live performance. You guys are going to be free to either stay at the live performance, stay there and watch it, or you guys can go over to the 5 p.m. releases. Like, if it miraculously, if it goes over 3 hours, it probably will. The last live performance I did was about 3.5, so we'll see. But the 5 p.m. releases are what I'm really, really excited about. I've always said that these collections, the ones that I'm talking about right now, the ones coming out at 5 p.m., are probably some of my favorite covers to ever do. Dragon Force. The Dragon's Charge Volume 2 is coming out on September 15th. I do not have the second volume part done yet. I still have one song to do until I can release that. Like, I still have one song to do right now. I'm hoping to get that done pretty soon, so that I can release the song and the album all at once. You guys are going to get the remainder of the unreleased track list, along with remasters or revocalizations of Last Dragonborn and Silence, the two singles that I have released up to this point for Volume 2. Oh god. Okay, there we go. That was scary. The other thing that you guys are going to get, which is, again, it's a much needed thing, is the remake of Heroes of Our Time from Dragon Force or Dragon's Charge Volume 1. I've always said that Heroes of Our Time was just bottom of the barrel. It was borderline unlistenable, in my opinion. I hate the original version of that cover, and I'm actually deciding on this when the remake of Heroes of Our Time comes out. I actually have the video processing right now. When the video for that comes out, I will be deleting the old version because it fucking sucks. It is deplorable. It is awful in every single way, shape, and form. I hate that cover. I hate it so much. But yes, you guys are getting Heroes of Our Time remade, along with, as I said, you guys are going to get a lot of new stuff after the 15th. It'll take like a few weeks for me to get everything set up that I want to do next year, or like in the last part of 2023 for that year. I'm planning to put out Two-Face Charade or Council of the Dead in the remainder of time in the year, because those albums have been highly requested. They've been ones that have garnered a lot of attention in the past. Council of the Dead specifically has gotten a lot of people attached to it, and it's probably among the most popular albums that I've ever released. So that will probably come out later on in the year after September 15th. I'm thinking of, doing probably like a November release, because something big is coming out in October over on Winter Does Stuff, and I don't want Council to overshadow that, because the thing that I'm planning to put out on Winter Does Stuff is much more important to me. So I will be putting out Council in November. But nonetheless, I do think that the rest of the year of 2023 is going to be pretty blank in terms of content. I'll still probably be doing live streams after a certain amount of time. I'll probably start those up again in October. Um, yes, I'll probably start those up again in October because, again, a lot of stuff's happening in September, and anytime after October 30th will be a great day to start doing stuff because October 30th is the intended release date for a huge project for WDS, Winter Does Stuff. But yeah, um, so there is a lot going on. I am not fully ready to come back, like as a consistent creator. Not yet, I don't think. I'm really just holding this live stream because I feel obligated to. You guys are my fan base, and I fucking love you all. But um, I don't think I'm in the right headspace to be able to um do what I need to do as a creator. Not yet. Like as a musician creator. If you go on to Winter Does Stuff, I'll actually hold on. I'll actually link that channel in the comments because a lot of you still aren't over there, which is kind of upsetting because it is the very first thing you see on this channel. Literally, you open up that homepage and it's right there. It's right there. But I will link the channel in chat. It is right there. It is right fucking there. That channel has it's the new place for everything besides music that I do. I want to do live streams on there. I am already doing a bunch of reactions. We have up to number 40, I believe, recorded. So yeah, there's a lot over there. I'm doing a lot of variety stuff. I'm doing, a lot of stuff is over there. So please, for the love of God, go check it out because I know a lot of people, in my community are more geared towards my music. Yes, I know. But please support the other things that I do because honestly, I've said over on Winter Does Stuff before that I want to get Winter Does Stuff to the main channel in my online ecosystem, like my socials. And because of that, I think that you guys are not going to see too much actual, like, important, I would say, content on here starting after 2024 because I'm getting very burnt out in terms of music. I'm actually gonna move you guys down here so that I can have a seat. I wanted to let you guys know that I'm getting really burnt out in terms of music. It's not something I'm as passionate about as I was before. And I wanted to let you guys know that the break might just be the calm before the storm because I don't know if I'll be making music for very long after the break ends. I don't know how much more I want to do in terms of music. Because honestly, it's gotten tiring, it's gotten exhausting, it's gotten in the way of my family life, it's gotten in the way of my personal life, and I don't want something that I don't want to do something that I love to do and feel like I need to do it. I don't want to feel trapped in that corner. So I don't know how long I'll be doing music after the break ends. I know I'll be doing stuff in 2024 for sure, because there is a lot I want to get out. I want to get the Psychotic Memories remasters done. I want to get World in My Eyes. I want to get Vengar. And I want to get the rest of the Dragon's Charge project finished. I want to get Pain Remains in Nothingness done. And I want to get Two-Face Charade, Council, and Incubus done. And I also want to get some more Ice Nine Kill stuff. Maybe not like an album. Maybe like a cover EP or something like that. Like a EP collection cover. I don't know. But honestly, I've been feeling like this for a long time. And I don't know how much longer I'm willing to let myself go through it. So, that's just a little preface for you guys. Like, after the break, don't expect me to... I guess don't expect me to be doing it for long. I know that's like a bleak and dark kind of a message, but it's true. I'm really burnt out. And a lot of the times I really don't know what to do, because it seems that people are only here for Iris stuff, and I mean, I've faced that demon before. I have faced down that reality. Iris is, yes, it is a project that I love. It is something that I've put a lot of heart and soul into. But it's not something that I'll be doing forever. The Iris albums are finite. And until Resurrection comes out, after GT, I won't be doing anything related to Iris, because there's nothing there for me to do that I think I'll be proud of. I know I'm going to be covering Resurrection. You guys probably knew that too. As soon as the announcement came out, I already have started planning for that cover album. But in that same vein, I don't know what else I can do in terms of Iris after Resurrection, Heart of an Artist. I know I can do my ranking videos. Those are cool. Or rather, my ranking streams. But honestly, that side of my content is really gonna be on. Probably the only thing you guys will see of me talking about it is like on Twitter. Because I do post a lot on there, and people have noticed that, like, oh, hey, you're talking about Will stuff. Does that mean you're going to go back to it? Eventually, maybe. But I will never be covering Dawn of the Demetrix ever again. I have explained to several friends that each song took at least 100 masters. Each song. And the song with the most masters in the Dawn of the Demetrix collection took over 1,200 different copies to get right. I had 1,200 different versions of one song in the attempts to get it right. And that is something that you should never do as a creator and a musician. If it takes you that long to do just one song, you should just stop. And I didn't learn that lesson, and with Dawn of the Dominatrix, it was horrible. It was bad, and I never want to do it again. And GT's about the same. I mean, there were the most on the GT collection was 500 masters, but it's still the same. It's like there was so much that I did involving Iris that unless Resurrection ignites some form of inspiration, I'll never touch Iris again after Resurrection. I never intend to, and I never will. Like, it is so unbearably hard to find any merit in doing Iris stuff anymore. Because, one, I don't know. I don't feel comfortable with it anymore. Honestly, Iris songs give me anxiety now because I know that I've pretty much done everything I can um, to make them as good as I want them to be. And some of them still aren't there. And if that doesn't pay off, what then? But yeah, I think the stream is going to pretty much end here. I don't know really what else to talk about. If you guys want, go check out Winter Does Stuff, that channel, to get to live streaming on there using what I did use, live streaming regularly on there. We got to hit 50 subs, so please go follow that. Please go watch over there because there is a lot of stuff over there for you that you might like. If you're an Iris person, there's a reaction to We Stand in Line. And if you're not, there's a slew of other things. More effort has been put into there than I think I ever will on this channel again. So if you want actual things that are, with passion, go over there. And that's not to say things over here aren't done with passion. They're just not done with as much. And I think you guys have seen that. But anyways, I'm gonna get going. It was fun, live streaming again. I'm going to be doing it later on after the break is over. This is probably the only time I'll live stream over here again until the break is over. So, yeah. It's been fun seeing you. Peace.